out there?
Let me start that over.
Damn it, Billy.
Pay attention.
Are you ready?
Let's do this. Hello everyone and welcome back to Uncommon Sense. I am your host Billy the Kid, and today we are by ourselves. There's no Butch. Anyway, welcome back to the most uncommon place on the internet. And all alone at the moment, I'm going to go over an article here that my father dearest sent me. Alright, Oregon Catalyst. New emails. More problems over Kotek's political investigations. By the Taxpayers Association of Oregon, OregonWatchdog.com. In early 2021, former State Representative Diego Hernandez, a Democrat from Portland, filed a complaint against then Speaker of the House Tina Kotek, alleging she threatened to end his career over his refusal to toe the line and vote with her on a 2019 bill that cut public employee benefits. The timing is suspect, as earlier that same year, Hernandez resigned from the legislature after pressure from Tina Kotek when some of his previous intimate partners accused him of harassment. To look into Hernandez's claim of harassment against Kotek, legislative rules state investigations must be made by an independent party and must be completed within 84 days from the date the complaint was made. It took 609 days for a Stoel Rives lawyer, Melissa Healy, to produce her report. While the lawyer says the massive delay isn't related to Kotek's run for governor, this looks like political favoritism in a big way. The Willamette Week reported the lawyer's draft heavily favored Kotek in finding that the events likely went as Hernandez claimed, but her conduct of alleged threats did not violate legislative rules. Weird. It actually says that. Weird. The evidence more closely supports Hernandez's version of the events, Healy wrote. That said, even assuming Hernandez's recollection is correct, the evidence does not suggest that the conversation was anything more than what Kotek characterized as a contentious political conversation on a tough day in my role as speaker. Read more on the Willamette Weekly article and newly discovered emails related to the case. Okay, we're going to go to this link for Willamette Weekly. New emails show Diego Hernandez received an investigative report only after a cry of distress. The former lawyer waited more than 600 days for his complaint to be resolved. This was written by Nigel Hakis. I'm guessing that's how you say his name. I could be totally wrong. October 5th, 2022. Previously unreported emails cast new light on a long-running investigation into whether gubernatorial candidate and former House Speaker Tina Kotek, Democrat from Portland, unfairly punished a fellow Democrat, former State Representative Diego Hernandez, for refusing to vote with her on a 2019 bill that cut public employee benefits. She personally and politically threatened me when I vocally articulated why I wasn't going to vote for a bill, Hernandez said in the complaint he submitted to the Legislative Equity Office on January 25th of 2021. The speaker met with me 3 times and harassed me and threatened my personal livelihood, career, and bills. Okay, let's see. Healy wrote that the glacial pace of her work had nothing to do with Kotek's campaign for governor, instead blaming the difficulty on connecting with witnesses and workflow issues. She interviewed just 5 witnesses. Healy's draft, first reported by Oregon Public Broadcasting, anticipated criticism. Neither the investigation nor the timing or delivery of this report has been in any way influenced by the election cycle. That's questionable. Alright, Hernandez wrote to Healy on October 13th, I am hoping to wrap things up in the next month or so, but that may vary based on scheduling and a couple other factors. And then on April 27th, 6 months later, Healy again promised progress. I completed the fact-finding the week before last, and I am now working on the report, which will be released as soon as possible, she wrote to Hernandez. 3 weeks ago, I attempted suicide, Hernandez wrote in a September 19th email to Healy, as well as another Stoel Rives lawyer, a legislative staffer, and a lawmaker. Hernandez later gave the email to Willamette Weekly. My overall traumatization and toxic experience in the legislature did lead to the deterioration of my mental and physical health. So the article goes on. Let's see, last thing it says is Hernandez could not be reached for comment on Kotek's assertion. But basically, her lawyer has really taken her time on getting out the report. And we are well over time for it to be done. So that's that little article for right now. If you guys have your own comments, please leave them below. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you next time. Stay uncommon.